Joining me on the sofa is Sharon Jackson and Tracy Allen from FASD Awareness South East. So what do you make of this study?
Well, I think that we need to be very clear from our point of view, from our charity, that there isn't a safe limit, and we need far more research, you know, to sort of counteract it either way. Everyone's speculating a little bit, I think, here. And
I think as well, even if you actually read what the researchers said, even the researchers are actually saying at this time there is lack of evidence, so the only safe limit is no drinking during pregnancy, and that's the people who have actually done this research. So I think lines are getting blurred about what the researchers are trying to get out there.
And in terms of the potential consequences of drinking while pregnant, what can some of the outcomes be?
I've cared for 2 children, both affected by this condition, and they can be really severe and quite low. You know, learning difficulties, social problems, behavioural issues. You know, it's really life-changing. It also has such an impact on their future, their families. You know, and when it's preventable, it just seems ridiculous that we can't sort of like educate people to try and stop it.
And in terms of the condition that you're trying to raise awareness about, if you tell me a little bit about that.
It's FASD or FAS, it's fetal alcohol spectrum disorder, and it is on a spectrum, so depending on the damage from the alcohol, then obviously, you know, one of the young lads I look after, he's 20, but he's got a functioning age of about 6 or 7, he's in a specialist school, he can't go out on his own, you know, so it's really affected his life, and it's affecting his future, and also the funding for his future. You know, he's always going to be looked after. Then somebody else I care for or have cared for, you know, she's, you know, more higher functioning, but it still affects her in the same way.
We put out an appeal on social media just today to see what people in Kent thought about it, and we had a comment from Brandon Longworth, which you can see here on the screen, and he said his wife had the odd small glass of wine here and there, probably 6 or 7 times during her pregnancy. What's your reaction to that?
I mean, the reaction is, I'm going to sit here and say there is no safe limit. We all have different genetic makeups, so what a safe limit for you might be a completely safe limit for me. And my advice is, there is no safe limit. Even the leading experts in the country, and even these researchers that have done all this funding for this research that you know that's come out today, still don't know what the safe limit is. So you're gambling with your child's physical health, because there's 428 conditions linked with FASD, which include gluer and hypermobility, and also if they're not diagnosed at a young age, then you have the mental health issues that come later on in life.
And any last appeal for anyone pregnant might be thinking about drinking during pregnancy at all?
There is no safe limit.
No safe limit.
No risk,
and get
no
some
alcohol.
Support. You know, we're here. We've got a support group. We're here to support, you know, mums, anybody that's, you know, needing some support, really.
Great. Thanks ever so much for coming in.